10 Amazing Benefits of Sprinting. Before we dive into the video, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Number 1. Improves your body composition. Your body composition is your ratio of fat to muscle. Most Westerners have weak body composition, with high levels of fat and low muscle mass. As a society, we eat too many energy-dense, nutrient-poor foods that promote the deposition of fat in our bodies. Many of us certainly don't do enough regular movement to build and maintain lean body mass. Sprinting, however, not only helps to burn fat but also encourages muscles to grow. The reasons for this are not as straightforward as you might think. Researchers are aware that it's not just the total calorie burn that matters for body composition, but the type of diet and exercise people do. Research in Exercise and Sports Science Review suggests that sprinting shocks the body into becoming fitter at the cellular level. The researchers found that gene expression matters most for improving body composition. Sprinting sends a signal to cells all over the body to toughen up and adapt to the new physical activity requirements, improving oxidative capacity and metabolic control during subsequent exercise, leaving you leaner. Do you think endurance athletes have less body fat as a percentage of overall mass than sprinters? Interestingly, there is research comparing the body composition of sprint and endurance athletes demonstrated that sprinters tend to have lower body fat percentages even though endurance athletes may look leaner. Number 2. Staves off aging. Since it helps build muscles, sprinting can help you stave off the muscle-wasting effects of aging. Humans have several different types of muscles in their bodies, including so-called fast and slow-twitch fibers. Fast-twitch muscle type IIA and type IIB fibers that help you move powerfully fatigue far more quickly than slow-twitch muscle type 1 fibers used for posture and endurance. Sprinting, as you might expect, trains fast-twitch fibers while movement patterns like standing, walking, and jogging activates slower-acting muscle cells. Sprinting is an excellent exercise for those who want to build speed and power. The more you train the fast-twitch muscle fibers in your legs, the faster you'll be able to run, and the higher you'll jump. The skeleton also gets stronger too. Sprinting is classified as a weight-bearing exercise, and thus the bones can get stronger from sprinting. Getting your sprints can help ward off osteoporosis and protect your balance and coordination. You may feel you are too old to sprint and that it is an activity just for the young. Well, if in any doubt, be inspired by Irene Oberá, still sprinting and breaking records well into her 80s. It isn't just about the body though. Sprinting help with quickness and reaction time. Evidence suggests improvements in reaction time reduces the risks of cognitive decline and conditions such as Alzheimer's and dementia as we age. Number 3. Improves cardiovascular health. HIIT or high-intensity interval training is something of a buzzword in the fitness industry right now. Practically every blog or fitness site recommends that people engage in this type of training, and for a good reason. It's time efficient and highly effective. HIIT is something I utilize as part of the program in the Animal Moves book too. Sprinting is the quintessential HIIT training tool. It's high intensity, and you can do it in intervals, sprinting for a short period then resting between sprints. Research in the Journal of Sports Science Medicine suggests that HIIT training has many advantages for cardiovascular fitness over traditional steady-state training such as jogging for 5 miles. Researchers found that, compared to controls, students who engaged in HIIT training saw significant improvements in their VO2 max, a measure of oxygen use, and peak power output, 2 important markers for cardiovascular fitness. Unfortunately, HIIT training was much less enjoyable for the majority of people enrolled in the study than the less extreme exercise. It is much harder work for sure, but turning this activity into a game such as a game of chase or a version of tag would undoubtedly enhance the enjoyment factor. Sprinting even has its own category of HIIT called SIT sprint interval training, which has similar health and performance benefits. It's no secret that sprinting, like other forms of exercise, is great for your heart. Regular sprints lower your risk of heart disease, improve your blood cholesterol levels, and help control and prevent high blood pressure. Watched the video so far? Then show some support and hit the subscribe button. Number 4. Reduces stress. Like other forms of exercise, sprinting can combat stress. It releases feel-good endorphins into the brain, helping sprinters cope with the rigors of training and come out on the other side feeling good, ready to do it all over again. Sprinting calms your body and your brain. In the short term, the physical stress of the sprint helps you to focus on the task at hand. After your body works hard through sprinting, the levels of stress hormones, like adrenaline and cortisol, drop. Stress and anxiety fade away. Endorphins tend to be highest at the end of an exercise session, giving the sprinter a sensation of confidence and relief. The sprinter's high. Number 5. Improves your metabolism, even after the sprint is over. Sprinting burns more calories per unit of time than jogging, but the average person can only sustain a sprint for 30 seconds at most. After that, the body depletes its anaerobic stores and must rely on aerobic sources of energy, which can't sustain the same high levels of effort. In the past, the thinking was that sprinting couldn't burn as many calories as long-duration physical activity. But, researchers have found that sprinting increases the rate of energy burn long after a person finishes exercising. Sprinting isn't just about the calories your body burns during exercise, but also those that it uses to recover afterward. One measure for this phenomenon is EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, otherwise known as the after-burn effect or oxygen debt. Heavy resistance training and HIIT workouts appear to be superior to steady-state running or lower-intensity training in creating EPOC. From an evolutionary point of view, it wasn't an advantage to dedicate vast energy resources to building muscle, it was much better to keep muscles as small as possible to lower energy requirements. The process of modifying muscle fibers into fast twitch is energy-intensive, meaning that the body resists building them if it thinks it can get away with it. Sprinting overcomes this natural reluctance, however, and forces the body to make these energy-consuming adaptations after you finish exercising, dramatically increasing your overall burn. Number 6. Improves glucose control. Many Westerners have poor glucose control and don't know it. Our cells have become less sensitive to insulin, which acts like a key that unlocks the cell's door, allowing glucose to enter. Reduced insulin sensitivity or, more seriously, the development of insulin resistance, which can develop into type 2 diabetes, means insulin can't shuttle sugar into cells, leading to a dangerous buildup of glucose in the blood. Researchers published in BMC Endocrine Disorders found that sprinting could improve metabolic risk factors, such as high blood sugar levels, as well as improve cholesterol levels, reduces blood pressure, cuts abdominal fat, and improves sugar metabolism. Researchers believe sprinting might improve glucose control through pathways similar to how it improves cardiovascular health. A burst of intense exercise such as sprinting signals to cells that they need to get their act together and make it more likely you'll survive in a demanding environment. Sprinting tells your cells that life is fierce, and you need them to do better. Number 7. You can do it anywhere. The great thing about sprinting is that it can be done anywhere. You don't need special equipment or training gear. You don't need a gym membership, you can sprint at home. Even with limited space, you can sprint on the spot. It's even better when you get outside to exercise, you can sprint in your back garden or down the street. Head to your local park and sprint there too. You can watch a video of me sprinting outside here. If you are in the gym and want to replicate the intensity of the sprint on a treadmill, try treadmill drivers, otherwise known as the deadmill. Very playful and very powerful. Watched the video so far? Then show some support and hit the subscribe button. Number 8. Sprints increase human growth hormone production. The other exciting benefit of sprints is its ability to naturally increase the production of human growth hormone (HGH) in your body, which also plays a significant role in weight loss and also slows down the aging process by enhancing tissue growth in your body. Number 9. 1 hour of high-intensity cardio or 10 sprints for 15 minutes. What's your pick? Why sweat extra when you can achieve the same results in a shorter period of time? Sprints give you quick bursts of movements, thereby helping you lose weight effectively. They are just as, if not more effective, than jogging for an hour. If you are crunched for the time, then going for sprints is the best workout decision you can ever take. It maximizes your workout in half the time. Number 10. Reduces injury risk. Sprinting improves the extensibility of the involved muscles, fascia, and connective tissue, which helps to reduce the chance of injury from muscle strains. Flexibility refers to the ability of a joint to move through a complete range of motion, while extensibility is the ability of a muscle to easily lengthen and return to its original starting position. The explosive actions required for sprinting improve the structures of the involved tissues, which helps them to become stronger and more resilient and thus less susceptible to injury. Gassers. Suicides. Sprints. Whatever you want to call them, they are no fun. But if you played any sports when you were growing up, sprints were probably an essential part of your team's training routine. You may have bad memories of an obnoxious coach forcing you to run sprints until you were gasping for breath. Once you stopped playing sports, you probably swore a solemn oath that you would never, ever do another sprint. If running is a regular part of your weekly fitness regimen, then you should probably consider going back on your oath and giving sprints another chance. The good news is that instead of a loud-mouthed coach yelling at you to run until you're winded, you get to choose the distance to run, the number of reps, and, most importantly, the amount of rest between sprints. If this list has piqued your interest in sprinting, a great workout to help you get started is listed below. Keep in mind that sprinting places a lot of mechanical stress on your muscles and connective tissue, so you should perform a complete warm-up that starts with slow, rhythmic movement and gradually progresses to rapid, explosive actions. For a frame of reference, Usain Bolt, the current Olympic champ for the men's 100-meter sprint, can complete the race in less than 10 seconds but will spend more than 45 minutes warming up for that one single event. Watched the video so far? Then show some support and hit the subscribe button. This might not seem like a lot of exercises, but if done correctly you will definitely feel the results. Allow some time, 3 to 5 weeks, for your body to adapt to the high-intensity work before adding more distance or reps. Have fun, and remember, when you're in charge of your own sprints they may turn out to be much more enjoyable than you remember. That's it for this video, hope this helps. If you liked the video, then give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and for more interesting videos, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any questions about this video, or health, or fitness, then leave a comment, and we'll get back to you. Until next time.